Walt Disney was born in Chicago December 5th, 1901 and lived there for a while. He moved from the city but was drawn back to Chicago while he studied art. Walt Disney was a man who made unique contributions to mass media. He used mass media to make hundreds of millions of people happy.
Beginning in 1920, Disney used early film technology to create animated short films, which he followed with full-length films. And then he used television programming to promote his last and greatest success, theme parks.
Walt Disney has had a great impact on family entertainment and the vacation industry. Never before had anyone heard of there being a theme park so vast that families could be entertained for a week. After having so much success with the first Disney park, Disneyland, which opened in 1955, Walt Disney World opened its doors in Orlando, Florida in 1971.
So what possessed him to build one of the world's biggest vacation spots in the world on top of a bog, you ask? In one word, interstates. Where he was going, he needed roads.
He needed to build on the East Coast, and for some reason, shown that only 2% of Disneyland's visitors traveled from the East Coast of Mississippi. Walt and his associates considered Niagara Falls, but decided that would not be a good idea because the frigid winters would prevent them from staying open year-round. They decided that Southeast was the way to go.
With an eye on Florida, because swampland was cheap there, Walt flew above the state to scout locations on November 22nd, 1963. While he was looking down from above, he saw where the under-construction Interstate 4 was going to cross the Florida Turnpike, and he instantly knew he had his location. The cross point of two major highways and the nearby airport would make for easy access to his park.
While we know that was an exceptional amount of land, Disney World is eco-friendly. Sort of. For one, the land ride at Epcot isn't just for the entertainment. More than 30 tons of fruit and vegetables are grown there every year for Disney restaurants. Also, 15 miles south of Disney World is the Disney Wilderness Preserve, which is 12,000-acre wetland mitigation project that the Disney company bought in the 90s. Fair enough.
And in case you was wondering how Disney was managed to pull off the building on top of a giant swath, well, he kind of did it. He made big mountain of dirt, but was scooped to make the Seven Sea Lagoon. Then he built the theme park on top of it. Yeah, y'all heard me right. He built Disney on top of one giant dirt.
Walking into Magic Kingdom, have you ever noticed that you need to go uphill to get to the gates? Well, that's because you're actually on the second floor. The first floor is under your feet, so those tunnels and buildings that only allow cast members to be seen.
Speaking of cast members, Disney World employs more than 62,000 of them as part of its cast rating Walt Disney World. When Walt Disney World first opened, adult admission to Magic Kingdom cost $50. Today it costs $99. Talk about inflation. Children's tickets are only $1. When it first opened, it consisted of a book of carnival rides with A through E, with
tickets, with E being the best ticket price, which included 20,000, Leaks Under the Sea, Haunted Mansion, Jungle Cruise, and Hall of Presidents, and It's a Small World.
Speaking of It's a Small World, that kind of get out of your head, what was written and untold by an Academy Award-winning team of brothers that it is a timeless classic. Originally, Walt Disney invented the world of children singing the national anthem from each country they represented, but he quickly discovered that everybody singing a different tune resulted in a giant disaster.
As you said, the seven seaways, It's a Small World, is lovingly sung by the children of the world in their native languages, including Portuguese, Italian, Japanese, Spanish, and English. Now It's a Small World is one of the most well-known songs all time worldwide.
It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a
Another one of the most popular things about Disney World is Cinderella's Castle. Cinderella's Castle is made out of fiberglass and stands 189 feet tall. Inside the upper levels of it, Cinderella's Castle is an apartment that Walt Disney intended to use when he and his family were in Florida. It was left unfinished when he died, until in 2006 when it was announced that it would be turned into a deluxe suite, which is awarded randomly to a family every day. It comes complete with 24-karat gold tiles and a magic mirror that turns into a television.
Disney World can operate as a sunglass light. Every single day, more than 200 pairs of sunglasses are turned into Disney World's Lost and Found department at Disney World. An estimated 1.65 million pairs of sunglasses are turned into Disney World's Lost and Found bins since 1971. Every year, the park finds an average of 6,000 cell phones, 3,500 digital cameras, and 18,000 hats.
Wondering about the weirdest things ever found? How about a glass eye, a jet blood, and a potty trainer, all of which were claimed?
Now on to our main man, Mickey Mouse. You know we can't forget about him. Did you know Mickey Mouse was not the first character Walt Disney created? He actually created a character called Oswald the Lucky Rabbit first, but when he left Universal where he first worked, they would not let him take the rights of the rabbit with him.
Then along came Mortimer Mouse. Don't recognize that name? Well, Walt didn't like the name, and you know what they say, a happy wife's a happy life. Then was born Mickey Mouse. Mickey now has more than 200 outfits, from a scuba suit to a lighted tuxedo. Minnie, she has chilling attire to unbending grounds.
What did Walt Disney do that was so different from other amusement parks? He created a fantasy land that incorporated Disney characters, nice restaurants, and new and different rides. Just the idea of going to an amusement park for a week was completely different from anything else at the time.
Disney World emphasized cleanliness and demanded respectable workers to meet the public. The staff scraped up the gum and hosed down the streets. Another difference is the size of Disney World. People come from all over the world in the masses each year to enjoy the magic that's in Walt Disney World.
Hey everyone, now that we're finished with our show, what are you going to do next?
We're gonna go to